RadiAsian, you've spoken about radio, and you've spoken about maybe your you first heard in your 20s, kind of how did they get that voice? How does that? And I suppose that's fascinated me as well. Is like how do I gather they've got a compression rack? Well, you can probably tell me about it, but I gather there's a rack compressor which kind of tries to keep control of the dynamics through the show. That's how I'm gathering that it works. But how did that idea kind of come about? Was that around the same time as you were kind of producing as well?
Do you know something? This is quite unusual, right? As a younger man, I made a list of businesses that I wanted to launch and run. And RadiAsian, that name, it goes back to, I think, 2001. And it's funny because nowadays, being almost 40 this month, radiation itself is something that I can't stand, and after you get one of these meters to actually avoid it. But I thought, but I never really wanted. I don't know, but I was so busy with the production. I thought my escapism, my world is the sequencer, and I'm sure it is for you because your work is phenomenal. Like I can't do what you do, and I'm not gonna. It's just a natural ability. Plus, you've honed it, and you're just brilliant at touching emotion.
Oh, thank you, man. But it goes back at you, mate. I couldn't do what you do, and I think that's why talking to people, networking with people, collaborating is so important.
You're a genius, because that's helped me answer the question, because that was one of the key reasons why I put together RadiAsian. What it was, I remember my journey coming up, and I remember, I think besides Davinder Palmer, BBC, there was that was Beacon Radio, Wolverhampton. Then you have I think Kerrang played one of my songs. I think.
Oh, really? Okay, brilliant.
Yeah, there's one of them first launched in Birmingham called the Whirlpool. I think what else? Who else played? BBC Radio. BBC Radio WM, Ben the Bee Turner, lovely guy. I think he's still active in radio at the moment. BBC Radio Derby, through DJ Bally K, which is Amber Radio. And I had a taste of radio. I thought it's brilliant. They get to listen to other people's music. They get to hear people's songs first.
Yeah.
They get to meet people. I thought that's really cool, because being in a studio on my own for years, building my own little studio, it's a very it's a lot of solitude for me, and I thought the radio was a great way to give a platform for other people. And I remember psychologically how it made me feel to actually hear my song on the radio. I remember one day my song was being played on the radio, and this guy almost run me over in the car. Like, he had his girlfriend in the car, and he tried to hit me with the car. And I remember, like, my song was playing at the same time in his car. And I was like, he didn't know it was me. And I was going to say, dude, that's my track, man. You're trying
to kill me, and you're listening to my track. How dare you?
I'm not even kidding. I thought that was mad. But RadiAsian, I used to work for. I made this song called Christmas. It was a Punjabi Christmas track, and I think I wrote it in like 2 days or something, and I tracked it in 2 or 3 days. But I'm fussy as well when it comes to the mix and that. And I wasn't that fussy then. I just wanted to get it out in time. My sister was quite shocked that I did it so quickly. She goes, Bob, I've got an idea, and I've got a Christmas track. Okay, I'm on the case. It's her idea originally, I think. Harvey. Thank you, Harvey. So what happened then was Love Asia Radio, because Missy D had just broken away from one of the big monsters in Asian radio, which was Sunrise. I think she was a former presenter on Club Asia, I think, yeah. And in London, she was, and I still think really is, if she's still presenting, like one of the best, if not the best, Asian female presenters. Like in her day, she was. People would just queued up this massive line just to even get an autograph and get a picture with her.
Am I right in thinking you presented on her show or with her on the show?
Oh, she offered me a position to work for Love Asia Radio back in 2013 or something, and she liked the fact that I'm very technical and I was very technically minded, but as a presenter I was absolutely rubbish at the start, because I think part of the pitch, part of the interview was you have to introduce the song. I think because of my pure dedication, I think she's given me a shot, and she's very, very fussy. The way she was, and that made me, and I owe her a lot. That made me the present. I'm not the most brilliant presenter, but I think I have my own very unique style, and it made me the way I am, and a lot of people like that.
I think you're doing a great job at presenting, mate. I think I think you really do. I think you're bringing in a lot of people, and you ask very good questions. I mean, you really kind of took me on a journey through myself yesterday. I felt quite kind of energized after we kind of came off of the station yesterday. So you're doing great, mate.
Thank you so much, Mike. Because so the radiation, basically, I wanted to create. Remember, I touched that book earlier. I showed that book on strategy, that rather hefty book. I thought truth and independence are really, really important to me. To speak without agenda, to say something is something without trying to distort it, without money in the background. I mean, working in radio, I remember certain things such as money's been paid to so and so this track must be played, but I think the track's not so good. I don't want to play it. It kills my mood. And I didn't like these sort of things which were going on. And I think if a track is pants, no, don't play it on your show. And Missy D gave me a lot of free rein regarding that. And I saw a lot. I did see a lot in the world of radio, but it took me away from the production. And what pulled me down was the law degree, because I went back to complete my law degree with the Open University. And while I was doing assignments, I was BBC introducing, doing tracks for the BBC Asian network, trying to do songs for them, because I said I'll try and do a song a month and all the rest of this. And I had an assignment to do with the University of Open Uni, and it's killing me often in your working shifts as well.
Yeah.
It just kills you. Kills your spirit. And I just figured that I just wanted to have my own show where I can give platform to people for new music, and to give them that little bit of motivation, just to give them that feeling of my track got played out, it's gone through the processing chain at a radio place, this is how it sounds, and that person may then just carry on, because what it is, I'm a small fry, but other big time people, big time presenters, they may, and I know they listen to my show, I actually know. Right, they will listen in, and they may think, oh, I like the sound of this guy. Let's go do that. And I'm not like clingy and saying, actually, I'm the person who found this person busking on the street of London. I'm like, no. I'm like, boost them. Like, I'm providing a mini platform, and hopefully they get picked up by a bigger platform. But providing that person doesn't get too big-headed later on down the line, if you do want to interview them, and go, well, who are you? Well, remember me? You know what I mean? But,
yeah, exactly.